Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm here on the set for an exciting show about Seido Karate and its health benefits. So I know you're wondering, just as I was, what exactly Seido Karate is and what health benefits can you derive from it? Well, here with me this evening to answer all of those questions and more is a group of very skilled and practiced guests. Let me introduce them for you. First, to my left, we have Instructor Florence Stewart. She is a second-degree black belt. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Florence. Sitting next to Florence is Alvin Stevens. Jun Shihan,
Yes.
Alvin Stevens.
Yes.
He is a sixth-degree black
Yes.
belt. Welcome.
Thank you.
And sitting next to him, and none of these people are anyone that you would like to meet in a dark or a light alley for that matter, is another sixth-degree black belt, Michelle Catino. Jun Shihan Michelle, sixth-degree black belt as well.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good
evening.
evening.
Welcome and thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
I'm very excited about tonight's show about karate, and particularly about Seido Karate. So, who would like to tell me exactly what Seido Karate is?
Well, Seido is a Japanese word. Sei meaning sincere, do meaning way. So it's the sincere way. Karate means empty hand. We come to you empty-handed by ourselves, only what we have to offer.
So you come empty-handed, only with your body? I would...
Your body and your mind and your spirit.
Ah, that's awesome. And how long have you guys been practicing karate?
Approximately 36 years.
36 years.
And-
How can you
and
be
say-
that old, Alvin?
I started young,
Okay, you started right out of the womb.
almost.
So 36?
36 years. We practiced Seido Karate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been practicing for
36 years.
as well.
Yeah.
And second-degree black belt Instructor Florence,
23 years.
23. So I have over 70 years of karate experience sitting with me.
Yes.
That's
Correct.
pretty amazing. So what makes this particular branch of karate different from other karates? What other kind of karates are there, and how is this different?
Well, there are several different types of styles of karate. You know, you've heard of Shotokan, you've heard of Taekwondo. There's many different styles. One of the things that I'm very proud about Seido Karate is we're one of the martial art groups that gives back to the community. It's teaching people to be whole, to be helpful, healthful, and to give back mostly. I don't know many organizations that we have schools that teach the mentally challenged. We teach.
Do all different branches of karate teach the mentally challenged, or is it something specific to your type?
Something specific to Seido.
Really?
We
Okay.
teach the mentally challenged. We teach the handicapped, people with all kinds of different kinds of disabilities. We have a veterans program. We have all kinds of programs for people, domestic violence, you name it. We try to work with it.
We also, we started with Hale House, with Mother Hale at the Hale
In
House.
Manhattan, yeah.
Exactly. And for the past...
And what did you do there? Did you have fundraisers or?
Well, what we did, we had a benefit tournament where many people came together and they did their katas and the kumite, which is free fighting, for trophies. But the money that was raised, the funds that was raised, went to these organizations.
Okay, so you were able to donate the funds to Hale House
Yes.
and these other organizations. Wow, talk about giving back.
And one good part that I really know about Seido that is really dear to a lot of all of us, especially in New York, since we had the 9/11, each year we had a benefit tournament. Kaicho Nakamura and Nidaime, that's his son, his successor. We have given thousands and thousands of dollars to the police and firemen's widows and orphans fund.
And that's all through these
Tournaments, yes.
and fundraisers that you guys have?
Yes.
Yes.
That's really giving back to the community. That's very impressive. Maybe, Instructor Florence, maybe you can jump in here and tell us a little bit about how this branch of karate started here in the United States. What's its history?
Well, I can tell you about Seido as far as Brooks Memorial Seido Karate. It started actually in 2000 as a part of a Department of Health grant.
And this is Brooks Memorial Church in Jamaica, Queens.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that was part of the health ministry, and it was part of a family fitness program. The focus being for children to be able to grow up to see their own grandparents, because as you know from right now, this is the first generation where kids are dying before their parents and grandparents. So that was the origination.
So it started as a health and fitness program at that particular church.
Correct.
But and then I guess maybe you guys can jump in with the overall history of Seido Karate. Where did it start? How long has it been around?
Seido Karate started in 1976. Kaicho Tadashi Nakamura, he was born in Japan. He's done a lot of things worldwide, but he settled here, and he created
Here in New York?
Here in New York,
Okay.
and he started and created this style of karate, Seido, sincere way. So his headquarters is on 61 West 23rd Street, and that's where the world headquarters is. We have over 16 countries that study Seido Karate.
And approximately how many people worldwide in these 16 countries?
I say close to 30,000.
Wow. Are all practicing Seido Karate.
Yes.
Yes.
And it all started right here in New York.
Yes.
Well, that's impressive. So I know that you mentioned Brooks Memorial Church in Jamaica, Queens. That's where you practice. And where do you guys practice?
At the Jamaica YMCA. We also have programs at the Flushing YMCA, IS5, Police Athletic League, and the Boys Academy,
Flushing YMCA,
and the Boys Academy.
and the Eagle program.
And the Eagle program in
Yes,
Queens?
in Queens,
Oh,
yes.
wow. Lots of programs right here in Queens.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about the programs, about how old does one have to be to start Seido Karate?
When can kids start?
3 years old.
3 years old. and
3
young
years
as
old. Okay, and is there any age where you have to retire?
Never.
No.
Okay. So I think that now would be a great time for us to see a little bit of this in action. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Love it.
Yeah, now I'm excited about it. I want to know a little bit more. Can we maybe see a little bit of Seido Karate in action? Instructor Florence, will you walk us through this to see exactly, tell us exactly what's going on
Yes.
with this program today? Tell us what kind of style of karate they're doing, and just narrate for us and tell us what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're all Seido Karate. That is a small portion of the demonstration team led by my husband, Senpai James Stewart,
Okay.
and he is the coordinator for the Central Queens Collaborative Demonstration Team.
And this demonstration team goes out throughout New York City.
Throughout the city.
Philadelphia,
And-
Massachusetts.
Okay.
Okay. So right now they're just doing a beginning basic techniques.
Right.
Techniques that someone would do when they first start in karate. As a kind of warm up. Another thing that's unique about Seido is that the recognition that everybody is not the same, everybody does not learn at the same level or pace, and so we teach it at the level that people come to it at.
So the person with his back to us, that's your husband?
That's my husband, Senpai James Stewart, and some of the demonstration team. Demonstration team is actually 20 members, but this is an abbreviated version of the team.
And when you start in karate, do you start like this? Is this a typical warm-up?
Beginning drill,
Okay.
yes. We do warm up first, and then we do beginning drill. Okay, so now this is our advanced green belts. They're going to do kata, yes?
I see that they are wearing different colored belts. Can you just explain, some are wearing those green belts. Are there different levels?
Right, that's telling the amount of experience. The only thing that differentiates us, as you see, we're all in white gis, are the belts, and that's just saying the experience that you have. the level that you're at.
Also about the belts, you will notice that one of the color belts has a solid belt, and the two young women, they have white stripe through their belt.
Yes.
That differentiates between children and adolescents and adults. Adults have a solid belt, and the children all have a stripe through their belt.
Thank you, June Sheehan, Michelle.
Yes.
So what are they getting ready to do?
And thank you.
Oh, yeah, we can clap.
Yes. Okay, so now
Explain
a more
us.
senior student is also going to do kata. Kata is pre-programmed moves, preparing us to learn to fight. So as you go up in level, it becomes more intense, more involved, more movement, as you'll witness here.
Okay.
So as a more
So you hear us say us constantly.
Yes.
Us is a connotation of the word oshi shinopu in Japanese. It's a word of greeting, and it's hello. We say us when we see each other. We say us when we leave each other. It also acknowledges when you understand a command from your instructor or from your classmate, your peers. And it also means that I'm going to try my best. So us.
Okay, so that's a good word to say.
Us.
us.
Oh, very good.
Okay, so now they're going to do self-defense. We learn various numbers of self-defense to once again prepare us for a fight and how to defend certain actions. It's different depending on the level, belt level that you're at, and it becomes more intricate as you move up in belt level.
June Sheehan, Alvin, do you
Yes.
have anything to add to that?
Well, what you're seeing now are the students defending themselves as if someone would come to strike at them. And let me say this, who's ever watching this, you know, you should be trained before you do it, because sometimes it's very easily to make a mistake. You might actually hit someone. Okay? So these children and students who you see, they've been practicing for at least 4 years now as they moved up in rank. So they have a little bit of proficiency to the techniques that they're doing.
And what are they getting ready to do now? They just finished that.
Right. Right now, I believe they're going into self-defense.
They're still doing
Yeah,
more
still doing
self-defense.
self-defense, but at a higher level.
Okay.
Senpai James is
Okay,
doing
so-
it slowly so that people can see the technique, and then he'll follow through. He'll do it faster, and he'll take with the takedown.
Wow.
So,
Learning how to fall is not easy, and we don't practice just only inside the dojo, which means school. We practice on asphalt, concrete, in the parks, on the beaches. We take karate everywhere we go. It's a way of life for us.
And where we can adapt to the environment.
Right.
we hope to not ever need it, but we like to be prepared if we do.
Right.
So,
That was great. So you took him down every
Yes.
time. So this is that blocking again, yes?
Yes.
So as you see, we still take good care of each other. We make sure that we don't harm each other while we're practicing. It's constant repetition. This way you learn your techniques, you learn your proficiency skills, and we take care of each other. It's not about who's faster, who's can hit harder. It's about each of us meeting our proficiency level, as Instructor Florence says, how we can do it to what we bring to it.
Their competition is not with each other. The competition is with themselves.
So it's an internal competition.
Exactly. Exactly. you know.
And what are you gaining from that internal competition? What's
To be the best person you can be.
That's right, be the best person, your own sound knowledge and mind for yourself.
Many of our children learn confidence.
Yes.
They learn self-reliance. And Seido, within Seido, we also do, we not only do just physical, but we do meditation.
Okay.
We have lectures. We teach seminars, such as stop, think of options, and proceed.
Okay.
So we bring a lot to the children, to people. We teach a wide variety of people and populations.
Yeah, and especially in this time of day and age where you have a lot of bullying going on with kids.
Yes.
We teach our children not so much to stop the threat, but know how to deal with bullies. No, you don't have to beat them up and anything, but you have to go ahead and maybe as a group come together. You know, why are you bothering this person? Sometimes they stand up for each other, stand up for other people, and this is the only way that you can thwart that type of situation. Hopefully maybe some of the bullies will come into karate and learn the inner peace for themselves.
So the end game in learning karate is not to go out and beat up bullies.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
It's to make yourself better.
Better, exactly.
Okay.
It's all about self-improvement, self-reliance, self-independence, learning how to cope with society and different things that you're confronted with. Now, nothing's 100% sure, but this gives them the tools that they need to at least try and hopefully accomplish.
And so these are tools you can use inside and outside of the dojo.
Yes.
Correct.
You know, the mental tools that you
Yes.
learn, the
Correct.
discipline,
The spiritual.
the spiritual. Okay. Oh, what are they setting up to do right now? This is
We
very
call this tamashiwari,
and that
breaking.
means breaking.
Breaking.
Okay,
Breaking.
that very long Japanese word means breaking.
Yes, the
And,
art of breaking.
So they're setting up what? Cinder blocks?
Those are going to be the base.
Okay. And then what's this in between?
Right now they're putting a board, 12-inch white pine board on top where they will go through. I think Senpai James is going to break that.
Okay.
I'm starting off.
This also helps build confidence in your skills, that you know it, that you've studied for a long time. It brings a practicality to your skills,
Right.
and it builds confidence. And when you can do something like that, it's wow,
Yeah.
and exciting, and it adds to the students' training. So we do breaking, we do outdoor training, we do indoor training, we do the whole scope of karate
Right now Shane is going to go through 2 boards
Two boards.
without spaces.
without spaces using her elbow.
Okay. Here she goes.
Do it again.
Wow.
So sometimes you may not, as I said, you may not always be successful, but we teach them never give up.
How long has she been practicing karate?
For about 4 years
About 4
now.
years.
And she's already able to do that.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing. And that wasn't one, that was 2
That
boards.
was 2.
Without spaces.
Okay. And spaces would make it easier?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And now Shania is going to use her foot going through her side kick.
Big step. Come on. Too far, too far. Move up. Move up. Move up more. Step into it. Go.
Too close.
Last time. Punch.
Stop.
Uh,
Think options. Proceed.
Get it in there.
There you go.
So once again, not giving up.
Right.
The
It
Bushido
teaches you
spirit.
that tenacity that you
Right.
need in life. If at first you don't succeed,
Succeed, try,
you try
try,
a
yeah.
different method. You move back, you
Right.
move forward, you use your feet,
Correct.
you use your hands, and eventually I
Stop.
guess you get
Think
it.
options.
Yeah.
And proceed.
Now,
You have-
stop,
STOP.
think, options, proceed.
Mhm.
That's stop, STOP. Is that
Yes.
something
Right.
you learn in karate as well?
Well, that's something that we do teach
Okay.
to the children.
You have right now. You
Come on. Break
have Senpai Dorian is doing a back spin kick, using his heel to go through. Well, there you go.
Wow, that was pretty amazing. And that was a back
Back spin kick.
spin kick.
Yes.
Okay. And you learn all of this at different levels. How do you get to this level where you're breaking wood?
First you have to learn the technique.
Okay.
And it's constant going over and over, learning the technique, and then repetition. And as soon as you get to a certain level where you have that level of confidence,
Right.
you will then try to go through the board, the obstacle that is in your way. And no one can tell you when you're ready. And readiness comes from within.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have to wait until you get to a certain degree to then learn how to break an object.
That was Wendell.
Senpai
Now,
Wendell.
He just broke several
Yes.
boards.
Yes.
without spaces.
Without space.
Amazing.
He is also an instructor at Brooks Memorial United Methodist Church.
He's competed in many tournaments worldwide. He's gone to several countries, traveled. He's studied at several monasteries. Wendell is an excellent instructor.
Okay.
Now you have,
What are they doing now?
right there setting up for Senpai James. He's going to be doing what they call a koken break, using his wrist, going through a board.
Hold still.
Hold it hard.
Hip.
So,
As you see, they've been using different parts of their bodies.
Yes.
Forearms,
hiya.
fists, feet, everything.
Amazing.
Even our head.
You can break.
With your head.
Wow.
So we teach everything that you are, you can use to better yourself, to try to make better your community, your society, your family. This is what it's all about. And what's very unique about Brooks Memorial, if I may, is that it's a family group.
Really?
Sisters, brothers, cousins, husband and wife.
Yes.
That is your husband over
Yes.
there. Yes.
So we teach children and adults together in the same class.
Okay, so it's something
Senpai
the whole
Wendell.
family can do.
Exactly.
Right now
Senpai
you see
Wendell.
going through a prearranged free fight.
A free fight. So
Prearranged free fight, which is called Yakusuchi.
So it's prearranged, so you
It's
know what's
prearranged.
coming. Is that what it means?
It's so that you're practicing your basics, going back and forth with each other as if you're having a fight.
However, if you ever have to, we do freestyle kumite fighting.
So it's not prearranged.
Right, that's not prearranged. But this prepares you for it.
Right.
So these are the different steps and levels that you go through to reach that optimal point. Senpai Wendell's, his son trains with him, his sister trains with him.
Really,
his
all in
cousin.
the same dojo.
All in the same dojo in the same class.
Really.
Yes.
I like that the whole family can do this together.
Right.
Yes,
That is really something.
that's one of the health
Yeah.
benefits. Stress reduction,
Yeah.
bringing the family
Bring it
together.
together.
So they are different levels, the two of them. They have different color belts.
Yes.
And you do that to, what's the reasoning behind that?
Well, it's how long you've been training, what your proficiency level is. So
So it's okay, even though you're not on the same level, to be fighting like this? Is that how you get better or progress?
yes.
Okay.
Within Seido, though, below green belt, we don't fight. You have to practice your basics, your keyhones, we call it.
Okay,
So
before you
have
get
to-
there.
Yes.
Exactly.
This
So
way
what do
we
they-
know your character, your attitude, because we don't want people coming in and harming other people.
What are they setting up for now?
I'll find out in a minute.
Okay. What I also want to say, Shayna, one of our green belts, her mom also trains there at Brooks.
Oh, with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Alongside her.
That is great.
Okay, so they're going to just show you some kumite or fighting skills, free fighting.
Can you
And
give us the names of everyone over there?
Yes.
yes, starting with my husband, Senpai James Stewart,
Third degree black belt.
then Senpai Wendell,
Right.
second degree black belt.
The brown belt with the
Yes, Dorian Jacobs.
and then the two ladies on the left,
Shayna Mom Point, and Rolanda Hines.
and they're both green belts.
Yes.
Okay.
They've come up, those two have come up the ranks together.
Really?
Yeah, and they've remained at the same rank level the whole time.
Great, and I'd like to say thanks to the three of you for joining us here today. That's Michelle Catino, June Shehan, 6th degree black belt, Alvin Stevens, June Shehan as well, 6th degree black belt, and Florence Stewart, instructor, 2nd degree black belt. Thanks
Thank
so
you for
much.
having
Thanks for having us.
Tonight on Seido Karate and its health benefits. And we're just going to keep looking at this demonstration as we go out. This has just been an amazing demonstration of what these kids, basically, these children can do.
Exactly.
About what are their approximate ages? The four teens?
Dorian is actually in college. He'll be going to his 2nd year of college in September. Shayna is 14.
Okay.
And Rolanda
And
is
if we'd like more info,
13.
it's seidokarate.com.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's SEIDO Karate, KARATE.com.
Yes.
For more
Correct.
information about all of this great karate.
And
Thank
the
you.
headquarters worldwide, 61 West 23rd Street, New York City.
Great. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Gail.
you.
Let's just keep watching them as we go out.
Press that kick. Left, right, knee, elbow, punch.
Hiya!
Press that kick. Punch, punch, knee, elbow, punch. One more time. Kick. Left, right, knee, elbow. Switch. Hiya, ready? Go.
What you do on one side, you do on the other.
4, 5, 8. 2, 3, 4.
So what are they doing now?
So basic kicking.
Basic kicking and punch drill. Going through just practicing straight punch, knee kick, using the neck, using the knee
Last time. 1.
and the elbow.
Okay. And that's seidokarate.com,
Switch.
SEIDOKARATE.com for more information about this family-friendly
3,
exercise.
Yes.
2, 3. Go high. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
As you see, Wendell is doing more kicks than the others,
Switch.
but as a black belt, he's expected to be able to perform
Okay, at a higher level.
Correct.
And each one of those kicks are very devastating kicks if they would ever connect.
To the receiver. Yeah.
Exactly.
6,